Hi, it's Andy with the FensePost Indie Music and Vinyl blog, and today's record is Echo and the Bunnymen, Ocean Rain. In this video, I'm going to do my standard unboxing, and I'm also going to tell a little bit, being it's a little older, I'm going to dive into a little about how it was received and what some people said. Echo and the Bunnymen formed in 1978. They're often dubbed as like post-punk. Their debut album, Crocodiles, came out in 1980. This here is their fourth, Ocean Rain, which came out in 1984. It's known for 3 singles: The Killing Moon, 7 Seas, and Silver. Killing Moon tends to be their most known from the album. My personal favorite is Nocturnal Me. That song was actually featured on Stranger Things at the end of one of the episodes in season 1. Now, when I have a new album, what I tend to do is I'll seek out what specific pressing it is by honing in on what is written in that dead wax, looking for things like label variations, specific changes in album art, barcodes, no barcodes, catalog numbers, etc. So let's take a look at my copy and see what it's all about. My copy here is a 1984 pressing. Thus, it's an original. This is the ARC pressing per Discogs, which is signified by the Allied logo stamped in the dead wax. It also has a little bit of a label variation, which I'll go into. I love this cover. It's a simple photograph. It's well done. The cover art itself was designed by Martin Atkins, and the photography done by Brian Griffin. Brian Griffin took this photo in the Carnglaze Caverns in Cornwall. The album came with a printed inner sleeve, white on black. One side lists the band members, the other side some light credits. As I noted, this has a little bit of a label variation. Down along the rim of the label, you can see a Sire Records call-out manufactured by Warner Brothers, lists the address, and made in the USA. In some of the other early pressing, that printing is not included. Most notably, other versions of this album that have SH etched in the dead wax don't have it. Upon its release, Ocean Rain had a little bit of a mixed review. It was a bit of a departure from some of the slightly louder earlier days from the band. Still, in the UK, it reached number 4 in the charts. In the US, it only got to about 172. Ocean Rain presented a slightly softer, more tempered side of Echo and the Bunnymen. That led its reception to be a little mixed. Over time, however, that changed a bit. And this is now revered as one of Echo and the Bunnymen's best albums. I'm going to dig into some of what people said right now. Now, I love this one. In Rolling Stone's original review of the album, Park Puderbaugh, which is a great name, gave it 2 out of 5 stars, and he described it as, quote, "too often a monochromatic dirge of banal existential imagery cloaked around the mere skeleton of a musical idea." Interesting, right? He said the album had some nifty choruses and nice atmospheres. He went on to say that it evinces too little melodic development and too much tortured soul gazing. As time progressed, the album garnered much more favorable reviews. The Killing Moon is often considered, as AllMusic's Jason Anke states, he calls it the band's unrivaled pinnacle. In his 2005 book, Rip It Up and Start Again, Post-Punk 1978 to 1984, British music journalist Simon Reynolds described the album as lush, orchestrated, and overly erotic. I tend to be of the camp of folks who look at the album much more favorably, obviously, or I wouldn't have it in my collection. I like the lush sound. I like that it's a little bit more soul-gazing, as Puderbaugh puts it. Those things work for me. And I do agree that The Killing Moon tends to be the band's unrivaled pinnacle. Down below, I will be linking over to where you can find my copy, where you can find a new reissue, and where you can find other things mentioned in this video. So there you have it. Echo and the Bunnymen and their 1984 album, Ocean Rain. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.